Hello, my dear little lovelies. I do hope that you all have had a pleasant day today and all your problems were little ones. I am all ready to tell you my favorite bedtime story this evening, and I sure hope that you are all ready to listen to me. Our bedtime story today is called Talking Always Solves Problems. Once upon a time, a little boy named Suhan came to breakfast one morning looking all lost and sad. His mother noticed that Suhan was just not himself that morning and decided to chat to him. "What is it, my dear son?" she asked. Suhan picked up his head and looked at his mum sadly and said, "I don't have any more friends any longer, Mummy." His mum sat down next to him and in a quiet, loving voice she asked, "Do you want to tell me what happened to all your friends, Suhan?" Suhan sat up straight, dried his tears, and began telling his mum what had happened. "Well, you see, it was like this, Mummy. I wanted to play marbles with my friends, so I asked one of them to play marbles with me the next afternoon after school. The next day, I waited for a long time, but my friend pitched up late, so I got angry with him when he arrived and never spoke to him again. The next day, I asked another friend to play marbles with me, and he was very happy to join me, but when he arrived, he did not bring his marbles with him. So I was upset, and I left and never spoke to him again. On the third day, I asked another friend to play with me. This time I was sure nothing would go wrong." "So, did everything go well for you?" asked his mum. "Not really," replied Suhan. "Oh dear, really? What happened?" asked Suhan's mum. "Well, this friend never even pitched up, so I never spoke to him again when I saw him at school the next day." To that Suhan's mum gently replied, holding Suhan's hand, "My dear son, in all three cases, you did not ask the boys to explain. Did you ask the first boy why he came late?" Suhan said, "No." "Did you ask the second boy why he did not bring his marbles along?" To that Suhan replied, "No, Mummy." "Did you ask the third boy why he did not even turn up to play with you?" To that Suhan replied, "No. That's because you became angry. Perhaps they all had good reasons, and you should go back to them and ask them what happened." Suhan went to school the next morning and went straight up to his first friend and asked him why he came late the day they were supposed to play marbles. The friend said, "I was just about to leave the house when I saw my mum struggling to carry a heavy bucket of water. So I stopped to help her carry it, and that delayed me a lot. I am sorry that I came late for the game, Suhan." Suhan suddenly realized his foolishness at becoming angry and forgave his friend. The second friend told him that he came without marbles because he left home late and was aware that Suhan would become angry if he were to be late, so he began running to meet Suhan on time. He then fell and dropped the marbles into a little stream along the way and could not get them back. Suhan realized his mistake and forgave his friend immediately for coming to the game without the marbles. The third friend told Suhan that he didn't come to meet him because his pet dog had died the same day, and he was extremely sad and had to bury him. Again, Suhan felt very sad for him and told him how sorry he was for his loss. In asking all three friends for reasons, Suhan gained back all three friends, and all of them decided to meet the next day and play marbles together. When Suhan went home that afternoon, he was smiling, and he gave his mum a big hug and the good news of renewing his friendship with all his friends again. Suhan's mum was extremely happy for him. Well, my dear little children,
I do hope that the story gave you something to think about. What can we learn from it? Well, Suhan's anger certainly made him lose all his friends, didn't it? But his understanding made him gain all his friends back. We can see that when something goes horribly wrong for us, or we don't get exactly what we want, we can become angry and impatient, and our anger can cause us to become inconsiderate of the situation. Anger is not a good thing at all to have because it prevents us from understanding situations and people and to speak to them about what is causing them to behave a certain way towards us.
It's always best to go back to your friends when you get angry with them and sit down and talk about it. Or better still, never get upset until you know the facts in the story. Ask your friend why he or she did what they did. That will solve the problems and avoid fights.
Well, dear children, I hope you all enjoyed that story and you are going to be patient and understanding and not become angry when things don't go your way with your friends. Be good and take care at all times. Press the like button and subscribe if you'd like to listen to more of my stories. So from me, Aunty Vibhudhi, it's a good night.